I don't think so in it. But he does deserve to be on the list. And I think if you say he doesn't deserve to be on the list, I think that would be a different argument, because now, if you look at that's why he's on the sports personality of the year list. So now if you say he shouldn't be in top 6 at all, then I would have to disagree with you, because I think he does deserve to be on the list.
Actually, I'm in total agreement, mate. I'm in total agreement, which is why when during this the recent events, and people were suggesting that Henderson should also win PFA Player of the Award because of his charity work, I totally dispute that point. We we look at the charity work and start comparing. No, that absolutely is ammunition for player of the season. For sports personality of the season. That's what it's about. Doing charity work suggests that you've got humble, great ethics, and you're a good human being. It doesn't just suggest that makes you a better footballer. No.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because you're taking discredit away from him. He's on the list of the footballer of the year for his football achievements. Because I watch Liverpool.
Yes,
I'm a Liverpool
and that's
fan.
what I want.
He's not just there because of his charity. Because he was. This list came out. But this list came out. This was a list. Remember, it got cancelled. So this list came out in April. He only did those charity works after. So that's got nothing to do with the footballing list. He was on the list before all of that.
But they were using it. So this is what I'm trying to say about level playing field. That are we picking does Sadio Mane and Kevin De Bruyne, even though they should probably be 1 and 2, do they have a fight against Hendo when Hendo has, not through any fault of his own, is being championed as a cause, as a great hope of England, as the last one after Gerrard or Rooney or whoever won it last, as that next Englishman? Like, let's get it. Look, this is the best chance we've got of an Englishman getting it in the recent last few years. Let's make it happen. Like, in that respect, are we, from a footballing perspective, being fair? That's what I was saying. So when you take into account charity work, for the sports personality of the year,
who's taking into account charity work? Because that he's on the list.
The people that influence the people that help influence decisions. The people that put it on sports media.
It's your players. That's what you don't seem to get. This is not a bad.
What I'm trying to say is, Chidi, we can all think here as intellectuals and say, like, we've looked at the information, we understand that there's a campaign, and that maybe we can disregard that and look at their ability and judge them on the performances. We can say that, but you can't say that every single person is not influenced by what they see daily.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter, because that's the criteria. Now, is it more prevalent?
The criteria should be who is the player of the season. You use your own criteria to make that up.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you want
what
people
they do externally?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So
come into it. The charity work comes in for sports personality. The charity does not come into PFA. So
but
for anyone who's in media, so using that as saying that's another reason why Jordan Henderson is a shoo-in and calling it shoo-in. First of all, the Premier League's not even over.
You're saying that you've got this issue.
No. This is what I've seen.
No, it does seem like you have an issue with Jordan Henderson, because I don't understand yet. It's a player's vote. The players are going to make the decision. If they want to base the decision on the fact that Henderson was able to call them up and say, let's sort out this charity, and it gave them good PR, that's up to them. I don't think
that's not even what I'm suggesting. What I'm trying to say is when it's just like propaganda. When one player is absolutely so judging from everything that's been said, if the Premier League ended today anyway, they're going to give it to Hendo. Like, it doesn't seem to matter.
You're saying that. Who said that? Who said that? I don't understand.
This is everything that's been on. So, like I said, if you go on Sky Sports News and everything, it's very subtle and everything, but all they seem to be promoting is Hendo. Even when there was a poll, right? Like, Chidi, listen. Even when there was a poll, right, and everyone could vote on it, I voted and I chose Kevin De Bruyne. Sadio Mane won that vote. When you go to the article, you still only see Jordan Henderson's picture on the front page. You have to go into the article, click 3 times to see Sadio Mane, even though he won that poll. This is my point. Like,
I don't understand. What do you want to be done? Because that's Sky Sports.
I want to make sure that for the great goodness of football, that people don't get involved in this crazy romance and campaign. That if Jordan Henderson wins it, he wins it based on merit, not based on charitable work, not based on outside influences, not based on the fact that we've been fed his name and his picture in every media outlet for the last 3 weeks, and probably continuing for the next 3 weeks till they pick the vote, and then you say there's no influence in that. What I would like to see is Sadio Mane's face up a little bit as well. Why does he not deserve the credit? Is it because it's a stance against the captain? Is it a stance because he's not English or he's not the right social demographic? Like, what is it? Like, I would like it personally that if it's a vote, between the players and whatever it is that you take into the criteria you use is not biased criteria, not criteria you've been fed and propaganda that you've been fed. If Jordan Henderson wins it, I want it to be based on his merit, and I hope that is the case. Because if he wins it over KDB and Sadio Mane, that's a player that isn't world-class, beating two players who are consistently, for more than 1 year, consistently played at an optimum level for both their respective clubs and deserve recognition also. So what I'm trying to say is if it boils down to it at the end of the day, and he wins it, I hope he wins it on merit, not on all the other crap that I've been watching for the last 3-4 weeks. And it's not a personal agenda, because at the end of the day, I'm still picking a Liverpool player versus a Liverpool player. What's my agenda against Jordan Henderson? I couldn't give a shit. Bruno Fernandes is 10 times better than Jordan Henderson. He's played 5 fucking games. I couldn't care less. I've got no agenda against Jordan Henderson, but don't be picking Jordan Henderson over a quality Sadio Mane, dangerous winger in the world, or KDB, who's about to break Thierry Henry's record, and give it to Henderson.
Yeah, but
because that's
I know what you're trying to say, but unfortunately, you know, this is the issue. Yeah, what you're very passionate what you're saying. Yeah, and it's 100% right. But when Messi won the World Cup award year, yeah, you probably didn't think he should have won it, but you wasn't complaining that much, was you? Because you won money. So you can't stop this thing. I agree with you. What you're saying is, I'm not disagreeing with you. I 100% agree with you. Mane should win it, and it shouldn't be based on because Henderson done charity work. And it's not fair for them to be pushing that narrative and not highlighting what De Bruyne has done as in the football achievement, which is going to be amazing if he breaks the record, and what Mane has done consistently.
That's why I want it to be level, because I don't want it to be this feeling of we've been sold this narrative that the decision's almost already been. Because if you listen to the narrative, which of course we should disregard, but we do look at sports and we do research the sports and we do have a look at all these outlets. I just want it to be based on merit, because I don't want to have that.
Yeah, but if the players feel that they were getting so much pressure and Henderson was the one that organised this PR for them, and that is greater than the football achievements of Mane and De Bruyne, that's their choice.
No, granted.
That's their choice to make.
And this is why I've almost highlighted it, because it's the other side of the coin as well. Because he may deserve to win it, and it's now clouding my judgment as well now because of the amount of PR that's been pushed behind him. I
get that.
So I'm doing it from that end as well. I'm like,
unfortunately, I
want him to win it for him.
Yeah,
like,
but unfortunately,
I want to be able to say, look him in the eye and go, you know what, Hendo, well done, you deserve it.
Unfortunately, it's because, you know, this award, like I said, it was announced in April, and then potentially, I think if it had been done there, it probably would have been like Mane third, De Bruyne second, and then Henderson third. You know, they'll put Henderson in the top 3 just to highlight the underachiever aspect, but they wouldn't necessarily give it to him. Obviously, because of this whole Corona and what Henderson's done, it has thrust him more into the limelight, where potentially he's in a position now where he could actually win, and it won't be 100% from his footballing abilities, which, you know, I guess would take a little bit away from the award. And I know what you're saying.